This is me, T Ponder, with Philip Webb. He's going to share some information about his alien abduction experience when he was 5 years old, but he can clearly recall. The first question I have for him, for you guys too, whoever views this, is for Philip. What do you think about crop circles?
I think crop circles are very interesting. I study them. I believe in them. I believe there's certain mechanisms that you can learn by the designs of the crop circles. But I also think that some people go out and make their own crop circles. But I believe that some of them are true, like the spider, the monkey, the spider, and the hummingbird. I believe those are ancient alien crop circles. I believe those are true, and I believe some other ones are true. But some I believe that are made up. So
Wow.
that's what I think about crop circles. I like to study them to see if I can see any designs to create any future mechanisms for the airplanes.
That's crazy, for real. How was your experience of being abducted when you were 5 years old?
Well, when I was 5 years old, my dad told me a story that he was playing tennis with my uncle Andre, and while they was playing tennis, he saw a red or some sort of probe light that went behind my grandmother's house. That was on the left of him when he was swinging. It was like, boom, boom. And he said to my uncle Andre, "Yeah, I saw a UFO. Did you see that?" And my uncle Andre said, "I saw something, some type of flash of a light, a red light." So then they ran in the house, and they were telling my mom and my aunties and everything they saw a UFO. They saw a UFO. And they was like, "You guys ain't seen no UFO. Get out. We're cooking and all this." So when I was a little kid, I was 5 years old, and I stayed in my grandmother's basement, and we had little mice. So and we had our sleeping bags. We didn't have no beds. We was poor. Well, I'm still poor. But we we used to sleep on the floor, and we used to cover the sleeping bag over our heads so the mice wouldn't get in the sleeping bag. So that night, after my dad and my uncle saw the UFO, we ate food. I went to sleep. Everybody went to sleep. At night, I went to sleep indoors, and I put the same routine, put the sleeping bag over our heads, and fell asleep. But then when I woke up in the morning, I was outside in the front lawn with a volcano little insert. It felt like a volcano insert in my lower spine. You know, I'm not gay, no homo, but I can show you a little insert in my lower spine. It was a volcano shit. Now I'm older
That's
now. I'm
crazy.
42.
Wow.
So now it's like just a little triangle
Goosebumps.
mark. But yeah, I woke up outside looking at my brother. Um, well, I woke up and I was like, how did I get outside? And then the basement door opened and my brother was like, what you doing out here, Mom? Mama's gonna whoop your butt. What you doing out here? I was like, you brought me out here. Well, how am I? I was confused and I didn't know how I got outside. And I didn't see what it was that took me out. I didn't know anything. All I knew that there was an insert in my lower spine. It was like a volcano shape, like something went in, gave some data, and then pulled out. And then it was like a volcano shape. And that's all I have to say about that. Abduction.
If you can describe the alienoid abductor, alienoid, whatever it was, how
Yeah.
would you describe that thing
Well,
or being, whatever?
um, I I didn't see what it was that night, but 2 years later we moved to West Seattle, and something made me find this stone that was shaped like that, and it's on the internet. It's a stone-shaped rock with two birds, and there's an alien on it with a ring head. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's my abductor. It's a stone. I wish I had a picture. I do have a picture. Um, Probably kind of hard to see, but ever since then I've just been designing all types of alienation designs, futuristic mechanisms. Um, Let me see. See, it's this stone. This is the stone that I found out in West Seattle. And it's a stone, and it's my stone. I want this stone. But anyway, I found this stone, and I've been designing all types of alien things ever since. All types of little mechanisms and inside of ships. You see, um, but when I found the stone, I was like, "Ooh, what is this?" It was cool to look at. Then my brother was like, "Here, give me that. Let me see." And they was looking at it, and they knew it was something that wasn't from this planet, some alienation stuff. So um, after that, they showed it to my mom, and my mom was like, "Ooh, what? Look at this, Richard." And Richard's my dad. Showed it to my dad. My dad was like, "Oh, I'm taking this in or something," but my dad ended up selling it to a white man for some money so he can get some weed and some beer. So
Wow.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since. But then since I'm older now, I look on the internet and I see that stone and I can read every little mechanism on it. And I like to study ancient Egyptian and alien artifacts. And I love data. I love mathematics, physics, astronomy. I want to prosper, but the price of living in hard times
Yeah.
and peer pressure, cluttered city functions got it hard for me to prosper. So that's all I have to say about that.
Next question is: have you seen a UFO?
I seen a distant star do an obtuse right by the moon. So it was like stop, and then it said and took off. And when I lived in Edmonds, I seen up north, like up to the Arlen area and Everett, where I am now, I seen three huge lights come in and get brighter and brighter. I was in Edmonds and I was looking towards Everett and I saw them come in and then they went back out. They went back out and left. And I was talking to Lacey and her parents. I was like, I just saw three like giant UFOs or something. And they was like, nah. A lot of Earthlings is non-believers. So, um, I believe I've seen a few UFOs, but I haven't seen one landed on the ground right by me or anything like that. But, I've seen unidentified flying objects
Uh,
because of shooting star. Because a shooting star is not a shooting star. A shooting star is a ship that's taken off. That's what I believe. Okay, that's all I have to say about that.
that's mind blowing.
Yeah. So
The closing question is: would you visit a crop circle?
Yes, I will visit a crop circle. I will visit out there in Egypt, Egyptian, and out there where the Egyptians used to live, the pyramids. So you see if I can read. Well, I look at some ancient Egyptian stuff, and I look at crop circles, and things are coming to me. I can put together lots of designs and creativity in my brain. So yeah, I would visit a crop circle and Egypt and